Okay, so I'm going to start. Hello. So as you can see here, we are using the terminal for GreenScreen's 5250 terminal. And with the command start sec, you can see all our portfolio products that possible to use to install on the IBM I. We are talking about now about the reports. So almost all products, I think all products has reports. In the audit, you have reports, AP journal using reports, capture, change tracker, firewall has reports, field encryption has reports, and of course, not only reports, also the logs. Reports based on the logs of the product's activities. If we look at the next screen, we have return and demand reports, passport research reports, you have MFA reports, antivirus, anti-ransomware. All products has unique reports specifically for the products. So we are talking now about first product, our base product. This is the audit. The audit function of the report is 41 and option number 1. Call it queries. So as you can see, this is the built-in queries, built-in reports that within the system, almost more than 10 and more years, based on our experience in auditing, in security area. So the customer, when he installed the audit, he already has a lot of reports that he can use immediately, without any change, without any new definitions. He can run reports on this screen, for example. If I'm running this report user without no passwords, I press enter and I have the results, immediately results of the reports. So this is the basic definitions and basic activation of the reports. If I want to search for some specific report, I can put here the word. For example, I want to get reports with a password word, and here you see user without no password, password expired, user with the password by group profiles, etc. And if I want to find something other, for example, I'm looking for the reports, then the user word inside the label of the report. So you can get all reports with the user profiles with all object authority, etc. Queue users and users with limited capability, etc. So with option 5, when you're running 5, you can get immediately a report, and to get information, you can take a print screen, etc. But another important option that we have in the reports menu is to run reports immediately on the screen interactively, or you can run it by option 8, run it on the bench. Okay. Another thing that you can do with the reports, you can copy report to the new name and to update the filter inside the report. For example, I'm going to copy this report to the new name. I press enter. And then I can update now the definitions of new report based on the original report. And I can press enter here and enter again. And here I can use this new filter. For example, this is the built-in filter based on the original report. Limit capability equal yes. But I want to see a user's profile name not equal, or let's say not start with Q. So all functions is here. You can use these functions here. And start, this is the option of the function that I'm using now. You can use other functions: equal, not equal, little equal, great equal, little, great, list, not in list, like, not like, item, not item, start, not start, and PGM also. And also you can use like with this sign, % sign before the string. So in this case, I want to use these definitions in the filter, not start with Q. So I press enter. In the next menu, I can change the field's order. So as you can see, this is the field number 1 from the left. I can change, I can put This one 1 and this one 2. It's replacing the order. And also I can delete some fields that I don't want to see. I can delete them. I don't want to see this one, 999. It won't be in the list anymore. And the next menu, dealing with the sort. What will be the sort option? So I want to use the user profile name, sequence 1. You can use another option of the sort. Status, press enter. And now press enter, and now you have a new report, and the users starting with Q won't be seen in this menu without Q users starting with the Q. So this way, how you can copy original report to the new, and highly recommended, not change anything in the new report, in the existing reports. Only if you want to add your own report, you can copy and you can change the new report definitions by option number 1, for example. You can get inside, and you can, for example, I want to see only the only list of the users that equal status equaled with F4. I can choose the status only enabled users. Okay, and I can run it immediately on the screen. And now you see the list is has a minimum of users that enable status enable only. Okay, what additional thing you can do with the reports? You can run them on the batch. If it's reported to run a lot of time, so you can run in the batch with option number 8, and you can schedule these reports. So this is the best option for the companies. So you're just putting it on the S, and you can choose specific group of the scheduled reports. For example, this will be daily. And from this moment, these reports will be sent in the scheduler automatically based on the scheduled job. This scheduled job. And we can see that it's running weekly basis in 3 o'clock in the morning. And when this job will run, it will already send the report that we defined just now. So let's go back to the queries options, and here the report S is to run it in the schedule. Okay, so let's look into the option how we create a new report from 0. To create new report from 0, you can use option F6. You can give a name to the report. A description is important because the description will describe why you're using this report. In the type, you're using F4 to see the Q audit journal entry types. So audit reports mostly reports based on the Q audit journal system audit journal. And you can see, you can choose here different entry types. Just a moment. Okay. So this is built-in entry types. And you can see, but some of them with a special sign, like $, like @, like DS sign. Some of these reports is from Raz-Lee database, Raz-Lee special entry type, and you can also use these entry types. It's based on your needs. So, for example, if you know the entry type that you want to get report from here, like example, CD is command string audit, or if you want next entry type JS action, the affected job, you choose this entry type, enter, and now you can fill here the filter, or you can keep it without filter for the first time. And again, you can see the sort option. Okay, press enter, enter. So this report is empty because there's no such events based on the JS. Just example. Okay, so it was the example how to build new reports based on the entry type. So let's delete this report. Okay, another nice option that you can get in the audit and also in all our products is an option scheduler, work with report scheduler. As you remember, we added one report into the schedule group. So the schedule definitions is based on this menu. So we added the test report, as you can see here. This is the test one. We added to this group. Okay. And as you can see in this group, you have a lot of reports that added before. The red line, the red color, the meaning of red color, these reports are not existing anymore, so we can delete it. We don't need it. For example, it just was an example for one of my colleagues, so I can delete it from this list. Okay, and also this one we can delete it. It's not necessary. The red one is not existing anymore. So we clear these reports. Okay, so now you see we have a daily group that we added, a test report, and now we can define the output of this group by option number 1. We can see that this definition is most important because the output will be in PDF and will send to the email of the auditor or security team. And you can also choose the output based on PDF, HTML, CSV. You can send it to the spool file or external out file. Okay, so these most important definitions that react on the output of these schedule reports, group of reports. You can add here a few email, etc. Just a moment. Okay, thank you. So you can add here in different email. You can edit another one, but I highly recommend to use here a distribution email address for few users. Okay, so remember, you have to update the group. Okay, and after you update the group, the influence of these definitions will be react on this job on the work job schedule. Okay, on this group. So the group is definition. The name of the group is here, and this is the prefix of the scheduling job. So it was an example of audit, how to manage reports in audit. So if we're looking inside the firewall, for example, you will see the same thing, option 41, option 1, queries, and you already have built-in ready reports that based on the experience of many years. For example, you can get here rejects, logs that passing through the firewall, sign on, who sign on into the system. You can get here incoming IPs through, you see, the reports, SQL and IPs, etc. And the same concept, the same as an audit. If it's will be a big and huge report, it will take time to run it on the screen. You can run it with option 8 into the batch. You can run it immediately with option 5. You can put in the scheduler. You say if we putting on the scheduler, so we have different scheduler in the firewall, the scheduler for firewall. So you will see it also in the screen, and you can see here firewall reports under this group. And the same concept, you can add email, and you can add here a PDF output or HTML type, etc. The same concept, because when you have to know only one product, and from the one product you can see the same functions in other products like firewall, etc. Let's look into the other products. If we're looking in the product change tracker, the change tracker is monitoring the changes in the files, in the products, in the programs, in the production machines. It's like a release management. So, for example, if I'm looking now on the changes from the beginning of this mount, so you can see that this object printer file was replaced in this library. And PGM is the most important for companies. You can see the PGM was deleted, program was deleted from this library. And you can categorize these changes into the project, into the environment, and after that you can get a report based on the project name or environment, and you can see the report that including project name and what was changed under this project name. What was the new programs replaced, deleted, and created that connected to this project. So again, always option 41, queries, building reports. You can run reports on the screen. Let's choose one of the reports. For example, libraries that defined to be monitored by change tracker. So we have special reports, static reports. And if you looking for the changes, let's look into this is the all changes. Let's start it. So you can see the full report. And again, you can take the report, put S, edit to your group, and it will run automatically every day, every week. It depends on the schedule job. So this is the concept of the reports on the green screen.